Love TV.
Like, share and subscribe. Live for Love TV.
18th day of the 11th month, 21st year inside the 21st century. Hope everyone's doing well out there. Well, today in the reggae world, I think by now everybody's heard that Lila, I think I'm saying her name correctly, young and upcoming female reggae artist, good reggae artist, I'd say, has come out and says that she's into women. Is this going to damage her? Is this the downfall of somebody who was on their way up? Or can she go from strength to strength? The question I'd like to ask is, now that she's come out and said she's into women, is she going to continue to make those videos with men inside as if she was in a relationship with them, singing these love songs or these, conscious songs? That's the question. I think people will accept that there are females and males inside the reggae world that are bisexual, homosexual, lesbian, whatever. But when you come out in such a way and you stamp it, your authority on that is what you are, when people are actually listening to your music, people start to suspect that maybe you're up to something else. Maybe you're going to start campaigning for it to be a part of the music and something that should be sung about constantly. And that's definitely going to get some pushback. There's no way that you're going to expect that the reggae world, even the black world or the African world, are going to accept things that they are not used to accepting, especially openly. Not that it hasn't happened or that we didn't know about it. In fact, you can go back to the 60s and 70s when it comes to reggae artists, and you will find homosexual artists that were reggae artists. Maybe some people didn't know it and some do. I'm not going to mention any names. Some have actually passed on now. So I'm not going to mention any names, but people knew about it, but it was never something that was brought up. They made their music, they made their money, and they had their hits. And it didn't seem to, it didn't trouble their careers. But now that we know that it's been spoken about, now that we know that this sister's come out, and I'm sure other people are going to start coming out, the question is, what are they going to start singing about? Are they going to be singing about, for instance, their lesbian relationships? Are they going to be singing about their homosexual relationships with a reggae beat, with a drum and bass beat, with a roots and culture beat? There's no way that won't get pushback. Now, maybe they're expecting the pushback, and maybe they believe they've got enough momentum behind them that even with the pushback, they're able to get that through. I don't know. It's not something I can, foresee happening in the near future. But it's the ripples, the waves, the conversations are going to go on and on and on about this young sister who's come out and says that she's into women. And I wouldn't say I feel uncomfortable about it, but I'd like to hear more. That little few lines of statement means nothing to me. I'd like to hear where she's taking her music from here. What direction does she want to go in with her music? Because if I'm sure she's not going to be doing what she's been doing up to now. Because in her music, as far as I know, there's been no hint that she's into women. Not by the lyrics anyway. So now that she's made it clear that she's into women, surely she's going to start singing about those relationships. And reggae, maybe we'll go there one day. I'm sure it will. There's a long time ahead. The future's almost infinite. But for now, I don't think that the reggae world, anywhere in the world, is ready for that. Doesn't sound to me like we're at that point yet, even in 2021, where people are going to be saying, oh, she's singing about her female lover, or he's singing about his male lover, and that people are going to be buying those records. Well, say buy records, people are going to be downloading it and enjoying it. And if they do, what could happen? The pushback could be similar to things that happened before, where people start to move away from these artists and create a new genre and a new music that may not be called the same thing, but will have the same impetus behind it. Anything can happen. We're living in interesting times. I'm waiting to see where this goes from here. I want to hear more from her. She has a right to do what she wants to do on this earth. There's no way I'm gonna, or anybody else should say she shouldn't do what she wants to do. We want to see where she takes her music from here, because she's not somebody I know. She's no friend of mine, no family to me. So I only know her through the music fraternity. And I want to know, where is your music going from here? And anybody who comes out with, like she has, male or female, where would you be taking your music? If you're a reggae artist, where are you taking it? Because other musics, other genres have accepted it. Constantly, they've had no problem with it, and everybody accepts it. Pop music, that's how it is. It's accepted. Rock and roll, whatever, it's accepted. Some musics, they say it's slightly homophobic. I don't know if there's any fear there. I don't know if it's really a phobia. But they say in hip hop, it's a homophobic music. I don't know. I really don't know what that means. Or it just means that they don't like homosexuals. They don't want to speak about it, or they don't like them. I don't know what it means. But anyway, I know reggae music is not homophobic. Never has been. Because there's nobody that I know in reggae that fears anybody that's of a different sexual inclination. You can not like something without being homophobic. Homophobic has to have some element of fear in it. And if people do have that element of fear, then they need to go and check themselves. But anyway, we're gonna look at this. We're gonna listen to it. We're gonna listen out for your comments, and listen out in the next coming days or weeks to come. Let's hear what happens. Let's hear if this sister speaks more. Let's hear. We've heard some other female artists backing her 100%. I'm not sure if they're backing her lesbian inclination, or they're backing her ability to do it, or if they're saying they're also the same thing, but they haven't been able to come out. I don't know what it is. We're going to hear, and it's very interesting, and I can't wait for the future of this thing, because the future is what it is. You know, it doesn't matter whether somebody likes it or not. The future is what it is. Live for Love TV. Take care. See you soon.
Like, share, subscribe. Live for Love TV. Awesome!
This is Live for Love TV. Live for Love TV. Yes, I am. One step more. One step more. One step more. Until you reach your goals. One step more. Save them soul. One step more. One step more. How good it is to reach the Live for Love TV. This is Live for Love TV.